what is happening? We are going to be ranking all of the monsters from Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy and putting them in a tier list because we've never done a tier list before. I think it's going to be fun. And yeah, we're just going to be kind of ranking the monsters on how I feel, how much I like them, how irritating they are, how memorable they are, just like general, both kind of mechanical design and graphical design. Okay, so we're going to start with the alert spider. The classic alert spider. I think it's one of the... Wow, it's probably the third monster you encounter, isn't it? Because first one would be the spitting toad, and the second one would be the slim burble, from what I remember. But anyway, I think... I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a fairly common design, the sort of spider design, but it's got one eye, which is interesting. The only thing I don't know, I would tend to put this towards the B category. It's definitely not an A. I'm tending towards B or C for this one. And that's because, for one, it doesn't really do much. It just kind of, you don't really see it. It just kind of clings to a wall, and then it's more of like an obstacle rather than a monster. I think the design's quite cool. I'm gonna tend towards putting this in. We're gonna go C for now. This may change. This may change over the course of the rest of them. Yeah, I would say that's a C tier. I agree. What have we got next? We have the... is this the half a bull? Is it almost a bull? Yes, that must be what it is because it's sorted alphabetically. Okay, so this is the almost a bull, which you only see twice, really. And it's one of those that splits into... Does it split? No, it doesn't split in two. That's the Cyclops. This one just gets smaller each time you hit it. I think the design is really cool. I'm definitely leaning towards putting this in B tier because it's kind of irritating to fight, but not in a bad way. I would say this is definitely a B tier monster. You don't see it that much. It's a little annoying, but I think the design is really cool, and the fact that it goes into the center and regrows. I think, you know, a monster that regrows is pretty neat. It is almost a bull. Okay, good. I was like, I can definitely remember the names of all of these. I'm pretty sure I can, but yeah, that one stumped me for a bit. I think the most annoying monsters are the ones that just run around and don't really try to attack you. They just run around and they're impossible to hit, like the almost a bull. But, I mean, it does more than the alert spider, so that's kind of why I've put it in a B tier. This is... Big Bull. Yes, that's what it is. This is Big Bull. This is definitely A or S tier. This is an awesome design. I mean, it's probably not that unique. There are probably quite a few big sort of ram characters with a massive axe. So it's definitely not that unique. But I think in terms of memorability, everyone who has played the game remembers these guys, because they're just so tough. And also that sound they make where they swing their axes like... That's kind of what I remember most. That's definitely... Or I'm really tempted to put that in the S tier because they're so cool. No, I feel... I'm going to put it in the A tier. I'm going to put it in the A tier. We may change that later. Blade Scorpion... Nah. No, I put the Blade Scorpion in D just because it's... Yeah, it kind of adds to the world. There are just these little critters running about, but it doesn't really add that much value to the game. I don't know, like, okay, yeah, it jumps out of a pot and maybe hits you once for a tiny bit of damage. Meh. Chihuahua? No. No, that is... Where are we putting the Chihuahua? Can you really call this a monster? I mean, it's... I'm not putting it in S tier. Absolutely not. Not even A tier. I think it's going to have to be in C. Do you reckon? What, the design of the Blade Scorpion? It's basically just a scorpion with a... Okay, yeah, I see that. I just don't like it. The design's okay. I just don't like the creature. Chihuahua's cute, yeah, but... it's kind of just like an annoying dog that runs off, isn't it? Dog is better than the spider. Is it much better though? Yeah, it's cuter. All right, we'll put it one better than the spider. Only one better though. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not that cute. It's not that cute. Again, this is crab hands, isn't it? The dog is better than crab hands. No, we're moving dog up B tier. Crab hands can go. I reckon crab hands just above the spider for the moment. Crab hands is just one of those. It's kind of a forgettable enemy. I missed why scorpion at the bottom. Oh, now I've got to explain myself. It's just not that good. It's just a bit dull, to be honest. It's just a bit dull. I'm not a fan of it. No, I'm sticking with Scorpion at the bottom. Scorpion is D tier. Cyclops. Honestly, I think the Cyclops is a really cool design. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know he has a knife, but it's still a scorpion. It's still just a scorpion. It's tiny and it jumps out of a pot and does a tiny bit of damage. Yeah, it's got a huge knife on its tail, but in actual scale, the knife's like that long. I hate the Cyclops, dudes. The Cyclops are so annoying. They are so annoying to hit. But I'm going to put them in a B tier because I think the design is really cool. No, I'm putting them higher than almost a bull because I think I prefer the design. But yeah, they could be less annoying. That's true. They could be less annoying. This is the electric armadillo. So I've got the fire armadillo later. There we go. And the electric armadillo here. Where are we putting the electric armadillo? Again, I think it's fairly low down. Because, I mean, at least the fire armadillo is useful. The electric armadillo is just, meh. Tempted again to put it in B tier. It is a skeletal armadillo. I think the design, again, is very unique. Which bumps it up. Definitely bumps it up. Electric is C or D, really? Why? Why gotta be B at least? I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Yeah, you can't put the fire armadillo. Okay, we're gonna rank them both at the same time. You can't put the fire armadillo in A. You can't put the fire armadillo with Big Bull. But you can definitely put it in B ahead of the chihuahua because the fire armadillo is actually useful. Yeah, exactly, and it's a cool design. Electric armadillo. I prefer it to the alert spider. Oh no, I'm putting it below the alert spider. I prefer the alert spider. The electric armadillo could be useful, but it's not. It is a solid. It's a low C. It is a low C. Electric eel. Honestly, I'm gonna put that in A tier because although you don't really see it much in the game, which might bring it down slightly. This is terrible, completely raging. No, the electric armadillo is just not as good as the fire armadillo. Fire should be in A. No, I don't think... It shouldn't be on the same tier as Big Bull. Unless we move Big Bull up. I'm just looking at what else we've got. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move Big Bull up. Move Fire Armadillo up. That's staying where it is. Skeletal armadillo staying there. Why that eel there? Because look at it. It's such a cool design. The eel is awesome. It electrifies the whole water of Abydos. I think that's really cool. The only thing is, you don't see it that much. You see it in game once in one cutscene, and then, well, I mean, you see it in the museum as well. But fire armadillo is useful. Eel is very annoying, especially for speedrunners. Right? Okay, B tier, strong B tier, strong B tier. Exo piranha, A, yep. Again, cool design. You know, we're going to do piranha at the same time. I'm going to put that there. And the reason for this is, I think it's a cool design. A lot of these are cool designs, okay? I think it's a good design. They have legs, so they can go on land, which is nice. And there's also a glitch where they sometimes swim in the air, and that's going to boost them up. Too bad you don't really know where they're coming from because the area got cut out of the game. Where are they meant to have come from? Was it one of the, was it Akaria or Sakara? Was it one of those? Because they may be in the Shadow Set mod. I'm not sure. I know the sea turtles feature a lot in the Shadow Set mod, which I think is quite cool because in the main game you only see one of those in one place and it doesn't really do much. Which is a shame because I think I rather like the sea turtle. Next we have, this is the featherless turkey. Now, one of you may be able to correct me on this, but I think the featherless turkey is the most expensive monster in the game, right? It's 900, I'm pretty sure it's 900 scarabs, isn't it? It's either that one or the shuttlecock bird. And I think the shuttlecock bird is less. If it's 900 scarabs, it's got to be in a fairly good tier, but it's also a featherless turkey. I wish I could zoom in on this. Hate it, doom it to D. See, I don't think it's a D tier. I think it's price. I think its price boosts it above D tier. But it's kind of hideous, isn't it? It is kind of hideous. Am I going to put it below the electric armadillo, though? I think I might do. I think I might put it below the electric armadillo. Or do I put it just straight in D tier? No. No, there's definitely stuff worse than it. I think it's a C tier. Definitely think it's a C tier. Price makes it worse, waste of money. Unless you sell it on again for more money in some alternate universe. Alright, it's going in C tier. Going in C tier. Gabs. I think Gabs are an awesome design. I think they're really cool. But you don't see them in the game. You see them in the museum. And also they're evil. Well, okay, most of the monsters are evil. They used to be good. And then they turned evil and started worshipping the Geb Queen. Oh, it's design, yeah, design A, absolutely. We're putting them in A. But I would like to see more of them. Goofy Lizard. This is either an S tier or a D tier. This is either an S tier or a D tier. Oh, true, yeah, Gebs are in the mod. Gebs are in the mod as well, which is interesting. They're pretty powerful in the mod as well. I didn't expect them to have, like, flame attacks, which was unusual. So, yeah, I do think... Yeah, I think Gebs are definitely an A. Definitely an A. Maybe even an S if they were in the game more. Yeah, Goofy Lizard. So, Goofy Lizard, you have to collect all of the challenge medals. And... I think that's it, isn't it? It's all of the challenge medals and then swap them for the Goofy Lizard. So the challenge medals are the sequences, pairs, shooting targets, and the gauntlet, I think. You have to get the top medal in all of those and then swap it for this goofy thing. I'm tempted to put it in S tier. because it's pretty cute. It doesn't do any damage, but according to the lore of the game, it's also completely useless. Just because it's adorable. I'm going to put it in S tier, but it's not quite as good as Big Bull. Giant green worm. Straight in A tier. Straight in A tier. That is such a great monster. Definitely an A tier. Because it's just awesome. I love the green worm. And it's also incredibly memorable as well. You will remember these when you play the game. Oh, look what's next though. The half-brute is by far the best monster in the game, in my opinion. I think the half-brute is incredible. Yes, I did used to hate it when I played the game when I was younger because it's such a tough enemy to deal with. But it's a two-legged rhino that's on electrocuted. It's electrocuted. And it makes an awesome noise. And it ground stomps. By far S tier. Yeah, when I was younger, I found it tough, Daniel. Okay, we're not all god gamers. Knives Cat. What do we think of the Knives Cat? I think it's better than Crab Hands. I think it's better than Almost a Bull. But essentially, it's just a cat. Which is not a bad thing because I love cats. But in terms of design, yeah, okay, it's a cat with claws, but he's cool. Oh, and now I've got... Do I put the cat above the dog? Where do I put the cat in relation to the dog? I might put it just below the chihuahua, strangely enough. Yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, no, I think Cyclops is cooler. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. I think the Cyclops are cooler, but I think the Knives Cat is better than Almost a Bull. The age-old question, cats or dogs? See, I would definitely lean towards cats, personally. I do prefer cats. Right, we have another S or A tier competitor here. The manta ray. Again, I love the design of the manta ray. The problem is there's only one in the game, which, again, I would... Well, in this case, I would say makes it unique and bumps it up in the ranking. In this case. In this specific case. I'm tempted. I think we're going to put this as a high A tier. I think. B? What do you mean B? You can't put the manta ray in a B tier. Love the color combo. It's awesome. It's so cool. No, screw you, Daniel. I'm putting it high A. The manta ray is awesome. It's such a cool design. Okay, I admit it's just a manta ray, except it has teeth and it's blue. Okay, yeah, it's just a manta ray, but I'm running out of justifications. It's going in the A tier. I don't care what you say, it's going in the A tier. I love the manta ray. Cool design, but no use. You've kind of got me there. You've outwitted me at every corner in my attempt to put this in an A tier. It's staying in the A tier. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with it. Put it in S then. No, I can't put it in S. I can't. No, it's not going in S because it, as Daniel said, rightly, there isn't really any use for it in the game. It's just kind of hidden away round a mountain that you barely swim round. There's like no point in swimming around it. Yeah, okay, it charges and attacks you and it looks cool, but it can't be an S tier. It really can't be an S tier. Have you considered he looked cool? The main argument. He's super cool. And the thing is, I could say the same again for the mummy bird. But the mummy bird isn't... You don't even see it. It's just in the shop. And the museum. But, again, design-wise, awesome design. I might have to Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop it down to a B tier. I do prefer it to the Fire Armadillo and the Exo Piranha, but in terms of usefulness and actually being in the game, it's gotta go in B tier. S plus tier invented. I mean, I could add another tier, but there's no point. There's no point. Unless we find something that is really, truly greater than all the others and deserves its own tier, we're gonna stick with these. Mummy Chihuahua is a Chihuahua but wrapped in bandages. Chihuahua's cuter and less annoying, so we're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this right down to C, right the way down to C. Currently, the Blade Scorpion is the only one in D. That's not gonna last long though. Yeah, I mean the Mummy Bird is awesome, but again, it's just one of those things that's not in the game. Yeah, it's in the shop. You buy it, and then you give it to the museum, and then you never see it again. It's in the mod, the Shadow of Set mod though, and again, it doesn't really do it. It just kind of chases you around and pecks you. Actually, that's one thing that's missing. It's not actually missing. I was thinking of the like skeletal bat thing that the mummy turns into, because in the Shadow of Set mod, that is an enemy. But I forgot I decided we would only be counting monsters that are in the base game. And technically the mummy bird is, because it's in the shop. So there's stuff in the mod, or like that hasn't been added into the game, into the main game. Like there is a Kraken, which I would definitely put in S tier. There's also there's like this big, there's a full brute, I think. So like a massive version of the half brute. And there are quite a few other monsters in there. But yeah, I thought I'd just stick with the ones in the main game. Made more sense. Is this just the mummy? This is the mummy eagle, isn't it? Yeah, this is the mummy eagle. Gotta put that better than the mummy bird, because it's actually in the game. It's very useful. It helps you get to places. It is basically called down with a stone, which is fantastic. You know, it's like it's like it's answering your prayers. Definitely A tier. Better than EXO. Yeah, better than... I would go all the way up here. All the way up here. Can't even remember that monster. This is the one... You get the Eagle Stone in Heliopolis and use it on the like Eagle platform, the circular disc on the ground, and then it swoops down, picks Sphinx up, and drops you on the cliff. It's that one. I think that's really cool. Therefore, it is definitely going in the A tier. Mummy Worm. Yeah, okay. It's kind of like an iconic Sphinx monster, I would say. I feel like most people remember this monster from the game. It's just kind of a bit lame, isn't it? It's just a bit lame. Yeah. Better than the Alert Spider. I think C tier. Yeah, very basic. Very meh, exactly. Very basic, especially compared to a lot of the other designs. Yeah, definitely, but on the other hand, you do kind of need some basic designs. If you have too many... Personally, I think if you have too many like really cool, interesting designs in a game, they all become kind of basic. Whereas if you have some really cool ones, or a lot of really cool ones, and then you also have some very basic ones, it's a lot, you know, it kind of makes you realize the difference that actually these are really cool designs compared to the basic ones. It just gives you something to compare it to. But yeah, I agree, it is a very basic design. The Nose Needler. This is infuriating. It is so infuriating to attack or capture. It's basically whack-a-mole. It disappears in the ground, pops up somewhere else, and then fires like balls of mud at you. But I like it. Even though it's incredibly infuriating. I'm actually tempted to drop almost a ball down to C tier. Because I think... Or... No, this is... Oh, what am I doing? The Cyclops is definitely better than the chihuahua. Cyclops is better than piranha. Yeah, that looks more sensible to me. Nose needler. Yeah, I think that is a good place for the nose needler. Cobra. I'm gonna offend Motley again. It's just a snake. Yeah, it's a cobra. That's all it is. I'm sorry to do it. And you know what? Straight after... I mean... I'm sorry, bears. I know it's a rat, but it's also a skeletal rat that's evil, so I'm sure it's not that bad. I'm gonna put the rat... I'm gonna put the rat between the cobra and the blade scorpion. Actually, I disagree. No! Going straight in D. Straight in D. We're actually starting to fill up a bit of the D tier now. Moving on from that, we have the sea turtle. Now, the sea turtle is very similar to the manta ray in that there is only one in the game that is outside the museum, and it's in water, and most people don't know about it. The only difference to the manta ray is its design, and it doesn't attack you. So, where do we put it in relation to the manta ray? I'm gonna ignore the Shadow of Set mod. I'm gonna ignore the Shadow of Set mod. What's the difference between A6 and B4? This one hits harder and it's called the Exo Piranha, so clearly it's better. Nat, you bring up a good point. I just prefer it. I just think it looks... I just think it looks better. I mean, this one's just a... Oh, now I'm doubting myself. No, I'm going to stick with it. This is what I came up with, and I'm not looking back at it and changing it now. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. We're going to leave it as it is. Yeah, we're going to leave it as it is. I mean, sea turtle, I think I prefer the manta ray. Yeah. Oh, green worm though. No, that'll do. That'll do. I think the sea turtle's unique because it's cool. I think it's cool because it's unique. That's the one. In terms of unique as in the manta ray is unique. Only one in the world. I know what I mean. Now, on to Sharkbeak. I think Sharkbeak is a high tier monster. Sharkbeak, I would compare it with the crab hands because it's the same sort of, you know, bipedal monster, but it's a lot tougher. It has swords. It can be quite difficult to fight. It's a good design. It is in the game a lot. Yeah, it's better than Mummy Eagle, I reckon. Is it better than the green worm? No. No, I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there between the green worm and the Mummy Eagle. I think that's a sensible place to put it. Shell critter. Again, useful in the mod. Base game, you just buy it from the shop and then give it to the museum. It's just a thing with a shell on it. You know what? That can go in the D tier. And so can the featherless turkey. I'm dropping that down to a D. Shuttlecock bird though, again, it's not in the game, but it's a cool design. The design brings it up. Has it only got one leg? I'm assuming it's holding the other leg up. I think it looks better than both of these, even though it is another shop creature. Skeletal axeman. So we've got the three demon... Oh, that's the demon worship. Oh, I suppose we've got four. We've got the dark wash... what's What's it called? That's the Dark Worshipper, isn't it? I think. I go to make a drink and find out you've put the little shell boy in D tier. The shell critter's just kind of non-existent though. It's just a bit boring. I'm sorry, bears. I'm sorry, but I'm sticking to my guns on this one. I've also dropped the Featherless turkey down a tier as well. It is what it is. I think the Featherless turkey looks better than the shell critter, honestly. What do we think about the skeletal axeman though? I'm not too bothered about it. Like, okay, yeah, it can throw its axe, which is quite cool. I'm really not sure where to put these. The like demons and skeletons. I would say a high C tier or a low B tier, personally. Although I think the demon worshipper and the dark worshipper are fairly high up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do them in a strange order now. I'm gonna put this one up here. I'm gonna put it up there. It's basically made of gas and it's invisible. I think it's good. I think it's a good design. Demon Worshipper. I'm gonna drop him down. I think it's cooler than the Fire Armadillo. Yeah, but it's got a much better design though. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Skeletal Axeman. Better than Cyclops? No, but better than Piranha? Yes. Same with the... these two have got to go together. They're basically the same monster. This guy... Wait, what am I doing? That should be there. That should be greater than the electric armadillo. This guy is just kind of, is the most basic enemy in the game, essentially. Slim Burble. Very useful. Like the Fire Armadillo, it blows things up. I would say it's greater than a Fire Armadillo, but not greater than that. I also think they're a better design than the Demon Worshipper. So I'm actually going to put them one step ahead. And now we come to the Frog Boy. It's a small frog. You buy it for 70 coins from the shop. But you do get turned into one. And it is for that reason you can defeat the Geb Queen. Therefore, Froggy Boy is instant S tier. Greater than the Goofy Lizard. I love the frog. Smiling Burble. Not D tier. Not quite D tier. I don't know on this one. Maybe a high C tier actually. I'm gonna go through one by one. It's definitely, yeah, it's better than that. Better. I'm bumping the shuttlecock bird up, to be honest. I'm actually. Thing is, I'm now purely looking at its design, and I love the design. I just want to drag it down because it's not that useful. So, but the mummy bird's in B. In that case, I'm gonna have to drag the mummy bird down. I'm gonna have to drag the mummy bird down ever so slightly. And I'm going to put the shuttlecock bird one ahead of it. There we go. That's better. It's a ridiculous design. And also, if you miss capturing them in the game, you can't go back and capture it anymore. You're screwed. And for that reason, it is staying in the C tier just because the game design didn't accommodate that. It's not the fault of the Smiling Burble. It's just the fact they're I don't really like them, honestly. I think I prefer the alert spiders. Yeah, electric armadillo can stay down there though. Aha, okay. Spike spider. It's got to be done. Absolute worst monster of all time. They are awful. Yes, exactly. No, you know what? There we go. Okay, we've changed it up a little bit, but spike spider's straight in F. It is truly an awful monster. Yeah, design's kind of unique, but just the way it's programmed is awful. It's annoying, it jumps on you, it clings to you, and if it's attacking you, it will often jump on you. And if it's attacking the Geb Queen, which you need it to, it just misses all the time. Absolutely F tier. Horrendous. Garbage tier. There we go. However, Spinefish. I used to be afraid of the Spinefish. But, design-wise, I'm actually going to put them ahead of Big Bull. Just like design, how much I like them. I think they're incredible. I don't know if you guys would agree with me, but that's where I'm putting the Spinefish. Ooh. And now we have the Spitting Toad. So again, the Spitting Toad, great monster, loves coconuts. Actually, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's friendly, loves coconuts, can spit you up to high places. Will spit you in the lava if you choose that, but you know, we can't hold that against it. You know, it's not its own fault. You want the Spitting Toad in the S tier. It's tempting, it really is. I think I might have to agree with you there. The only question is, where in the S tier? Yeah, better than the Goofy Lizard. It's better than the Frog. Is it better than the Big Bull? You guys think A? I guess we did put the Goofy Lizard and the Frog in there because they were cute. High A tier it is. High A tier. It's got to be better than the Manta Ray and the Turtle because it's actually useful. And it speaks as well. It's, in fact, the only monster here that speaks. Right? Yeah, it's the only monster here that speaks. You know what? No, I'm putting it in. I'm putting it in S tier. Absolutely S tier. Squird. These guys can't be captured. They just run all over the place, and you have to herd them back for a squirt farmer. Other than that, they're kind of useless, and they're not exactly cute either. I can't put them in the garbage tier. But it might have to be a D tier. They're not even worth anything, but... Oh, ooh. You think worse than Scorpion? I kind of like them though. In a way. In a strange way. I do kind of like them. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm kind of boosting them up the ranking. Strangely enough. I'm actually going to put them ahead of the Mummy Chihuahua. Just because they look really funny. Just because they look really funny. Yeah, the Squirts can't go higher than the C tier, but I just find them really funny. And also, like, they're kind of useless though, but they can't be captured. They are unique in the fact that they can't be captured, and that boosts them up. I know you guys are raging at it, but I'm happy with where I put that. Look, I've got something that will make you feel better. Cute random cat picture. Just appease the chat, it's fine. Oh, now we've got two very interesting ones. Sunflower. The sunflower monster is really cool. You only find it in one place. I really like the design though. I much prefer it to the tree monster. I'm still debating whether to put the sunflower in A or B tier. It's got to go in A, surely. It's got to go in A. In fact, I'm actually going to put it top A tier. No, yeah, I'm gonna put it below the sea turtle. But I think that's a good place for it. It's also a unique one. It's got a good design. what else can I say? You know, it's better than the rest of these. We're almost there. We have 2 left to rank. We have 2 monsters left. Where are we going to put the tree creature, and the wasp spider? Wasp spider, definitely a low tier. Tree creature, mid to high tier. It is a very annoying enemy. I would say tree creature, top B tier, I reckon. I think top B tier makes sense. Yeah. Although I do like it more than the Exo Piranha. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put it in A tier, and I'm actually going to drop the Exo Piranha down to a B tier. That actually makes more sense because then the piranhas are in the same tier. Now I'm debating whether to drop it further. And you know what? I am. I'm going to drop it all the way down here. Because I like these more. There you go. I like those more, so they are ahead in the B tier. And now we have 1 left. We have the wasp spider. What about the armadillos? What do you mean about the What? There is a fire armadillo in A tier. And, okay, yeah. I just don't like the electric armadillo. It's just... yeah, you can stay there. You can stay there. I don't care. You're staying right there. And you know what? Wasp spider is just... I like it less than the electric armadillo. So the wasp spider is going there. And that's it. We're done. We're done with the tier list. I am content with where I've put everything. That list makes a lot of sense to me.